Foods rich in calcium. 15 foods high in calcium. Calcium is a sufficient mineral salt in the body, and we need it for good health. Bones and teeth contain about 99% calcium. Calcium plays a vital role in all body cells' proper functioning. Moreover, it is necessary for the proper functioning of hearts, muscles, nerves, and allows coagulation. Knowing that a healthy adult needs about 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day, which foods should you choose so you don't run out? In today's video, we will show you 15 foods high in calcium, from cheese, nuts, beans, and more. Stay tuned to find out more. Number 1. Cheese. Cheeses are a great source of calcium because of their main ingredient, which is milk. Parmesan cheese is the best source with the highest calcium content, and it covers about 33% of the RDI, recommended daily intake. It swarms the market, and it's considered the number one in terms of calcium content. The analysis carried out by scientists have shown that these milk-based foods, cheeses, can contain more than 1,000 milligrams of calcium for a proportion of 100 grams. Cheese remains a source of assimilable calcium, because during the production of cheese, the lactose in milk changes due to the ferment's actions during maturation. As the lactose in milk is modified, it would no longer have any adverse effect on the body. Do you find this video interesting so far? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Number 2. Leafy green vegetables. 2.25 ounces, 1 cup, of cooked spinach contains 100 milligrams of calcium. However, we may only absorb 5% of this content because of the high concentration of oxalate, a spinach compound that decreases calcium consumption. By contrast, 2.25 ounces of cooked broccoli contains about 45 milligrams of calcium, but broccoli absorption is much higher at around 50 to 60%. Number 3. Nuts. Almonds are the highest calcium tree nuts, with 264 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. Toasted almonds having up to 266 milligrams per 100 grams are classified as a superfood. Besides its high concentration of calcium, it also contains many vitamins and essential fatty acids. It is advisable to consume it regularly, although in small quantities, because it has many minerals, phytosterols, vegetable proteins, soluble fibers, and vitamins. Number 4. Calcium-fortified foods. A cup of calcium-fortified breakfast cereal, 40 grams, has up to 200 milligrams of calcium. 50% of a cup of calcium-fortified orange juice, 100 milliliters, holds up to 80 milligrams of calcium, and 2 slices of bread, 30 grams, provide about 200 milligrams of calcium. Plant-based milk, oat, almond, rice, may or may not be calcium-fortified, so it is essential to check the label of these products if you intend to use these to replace regular dairy milk to boost your calcium intake. Number 5. Aromatic herbs. Calcium is essential for bone formation, so daily consumption of foods that contain them is necessary. Not only are the herbs used to give a sweet fragrance to your dishes, but they also provide calcium, which your body needs. Here is the case of thyme, which gives you up to 1,260 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams, mint, and cinnamon, displaying content of 1,080 milligrams and 217 milligrams respectively. But as for thyme, it is difficult to eat 100 grams per day. It will be necessary to supplement the consumption of other foods rich in calcium. Number 6. Dandelion. Dandelion is necessary for our health in every way. It is in fact diuretic, good for our liver, rich in antioxidants, and above all, provides more calcium than milk. 187 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. You can eat its leaves uncooked, in the form of salads, in the same manner as spinach. You can also eat its cooked roots. Number 7. Quinoa and amaranth. You may already be familiar with these two favorite pseudo-grains of vegetarian and vegan diets as dairy substitutes. Amaranth is one of the most nutritious plants that exist and consists of 18% calcium. For those who cannot consume milk, blending amaranth with rice can be a good option. You can eat it in the form of soups or pan-fried with other vegetables. Quinoa is a seed eaten like a grain and has enormous beneficial properties for the body. Number 8. Beans. Black beans are an excellent source of calcium, containing about 160 milligrams of calcium in every 3.5 ounces, and white beans, a good source containing about 15 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams of the food. Rich in fiber, beans have the advantage of quickly providing a feeling of fullness. They are also economical and very rich in iron. Number 9. Yogurt. Yogurts also contain adequate amounts of calcium. Choose them over probiotics, as they have bacteria that are beneficial to health. Yogurt is essential, and it is advisable to eat 3 to 4 dairy products per day to ensure its daily calcium requirements. As it contains between 111 milligrams and 167 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams, its contribution is not negligible. Also, yogurt is one of the recommended calcium sources for people with lactose intolerance because the bacteria responsible for processing milk have modified lactose. Number 10. Whey protein. Although in small quantities in the serum, where they represent only about 13% of its dry matter, their extraction is of great interest because of their incredible nutritional value, and in particular their possible use in the dietetic and therapeutic fields. Whey is highly wealthy in calcium, and an ounce, 28-gram scoop of whey protein powder contains 200 milligrams of calcium, which is equivalent to about 20% of the RDI, reference daily intake. Number 11. Soy and tofu. Tofu is a white paste with a soft, neutral taste that comes from soy milk curdling. A cup, or 260 grams of tofu, contains about 832 milligrams of calcium, and 250 milliliters of calcium-fortified soy milk provides around 300 milligrams of calcium. White tofu has a neutral taste that allows it to go well with all possible flavors. Do not hesitate to marinate it. Number 12. Milk. Whether it is from cow, goat, or sheep, milk is rich in calcium. A glass of milk contains about 305 milligrams of calcium. For a cup of cow's milk, the content is about 350 milligrams, while goat's milk contains up to 327 milligrams of calcium in 1 cup, 237 milliliters. In ewes, calcium content is 187 milligrams per 100 grams. Number 13. Sardines. Consume sardines once or twice a week if possible, with lemon juice to facilitate digestion. Fish bones are rich in calcium, so we don't remove them, we bite into them. Sardines also contain omega-3, essential fatty acids that are good for the heart and brain. 100 grams of sardines covers up to 37% of the RDI, reference daily intake. Number 14. Salmon with bones. Salmon, in addition to omega-3 contents, with a positive effect on health, is rich in calcium. There's 262 milligrams per 100 grams of salmon. Be careful, there are significant differences between species of salmon. Some contain little calcium, like sockeye salmon, which has only 12 milligrams per 100 grams. Number 15. Bottled mineral water. We don't always think about it, but bottled mineral water contains many nutrients. In addition to hydrating you, water from specific sources will give you much calcium. It's up to you to choose it well because their content is not equivalent from one brand to another. An insufficient supply of calcium risks weakening the skeleton, but calcium is involved in bone and teeth formation because it also participates in blood clotting, hence its usefulness in hemorrhage cases. On the other hand, you should understand that calcium is involved in the process of muscle contraction. We now understand why the latter is necessary for our movements. This mineral consumed every day also participates in the release of various hormones. Given the crucial role of calcium in the body, each individual should consume an adequate mineral dose. Will you consider eating these foods after watching this video? Please let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I can't grow this channel without your support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Stay healthy.